Outrage as postcode penalty leaves Scots shoppers with inflated delivery bills. Researchers found shoppers in the north and northeast pay at least an extra 30% on average delivery fees than elsewhere in Britain. Surcharges rise to 50% for those living in islands communities, Citizens Advice Scotland, CAS, said. The organisation has previously warned more than 1 million consumers north of the border are victim of a postcode penalty. CAS today stressed it was not just an issue for rural households with couriers regularly hammering anyone north of the Central Belt with inflated fees. Urban parts of Perth and Kinross, Aberdeenshire, Argyll and Bute, the Northwest Highlands and the Islands are among those affected. The latest findings come amid the busiest month of the year for retailers, with at least two-thirds of Scots doing some Christmas shopping online. Researchers studied delivery options for a range of goods to 12 test addresses representing various areas of the UK, including urban and rural, mainland and island. The standard or economy delivery option was used to calculate an average price of around £2.36. Those in the Central Highlands saw an average delivery price that was 30% higher at £3.07, while it was 51% more on Mull. For smaller parcels, those in the north of Scotland face fees of 13% higher than elsewhere. The delivery cost was 23% higher for larger parcels, while in the heavier weight category of 20 to 30 kilograms it was significantly more than double the cost. For the heaviest items, costs rose to almost 4 times as much as for the rest of Britain. CAS has called on parcel companies to consider collaborating with each other and the public sector to reduce costs. The body's consumer spokesman Nina Ballantyne said, "This new data is stark and shows that people in the northern half of Scotland are hit by delivery surcharges which can be difficult to justify. This is not just a problem for remote and rural areas. The areas affected include Perthshire, Moray, Aberdeenshire and Aberdeen City, as well as the Highlands and Islands. In addition, many online retailers are not transparent about the charges. So, consumers are unable to make informed choices. We believe that any delivery charges should be upfront and justifiable, and would like to see consistent pricing policies across the UK." Former Scottish Rural Affairs Secretary Richard Lochhead will raise the issue during a Holyrood debate tomorrow, Weds. Welcoming the report, the Moray MSP said, Lochhead MSP said, "It is ludicrous that online shoppers in the Highlands and Islands can be expected to pay almost 4 times as much as the rest of the UK for delivery charges purely because of where they live. There should be set standards retailers should be forced to adopt for deliveries across the country. We also need transparency, and online retailers shouldn't get away with hiding the delivery surcharge until the very last moment when the consumer is paying for their products."